late, bro. It don't matter, bro.
Yeah, blatant and there's other kind of lace junk, But anyway, that's the point.
Right. Well, yeah.
That's a whole other subject.
Like, what you mean?
Huh?
You got news?
Man, that's her news, brother. No. Not today. Not today. But yeah, man. So this is Nerdflow Podcast. This is a podcast that's all about nerd, not on the latest and greatest of pop culture and fandom. We are the Nerdflow Podcast crew. I am Royalty. We got Young Fly. Then the rest. I did say your whole nickname. I couldn't help
That's
myself.
all right. When I see you, it's gonna be a pitching wedge to the noggin.
Well, it came out my mouth before I realized what I said. That's what happened. But anyway, we got T.
There are consequences for mistakes too.
Huh?
There are consequences for mistakes also.
Okay.
I'm lost.
We got Dope, the Dope Gamer.
Hey, what is going on, people? What's going on, people?
Embryario with the super straight Star Wars brim on his head.
I know. That is a clean hat. I don't even wear hats anymore.
Why did you do this?
Right?
Dang.
Exactly. Wow. That's so cool.
I like it.
Why? I don't know why it is. Why when we be on camera, it look like his bills be like runway strips. They be so seem like they be so low.
They do because he don't bend them.
No, I don't bend my.
That's not cool. It's not cool, Dad.
If you gonna keep your bills
Right.
you gotta kind of like rock it like I do. You gotta put it like on the side of your head where it's not
the head.
over your head.
Like,
Yeah.
Off the head.
Yeah.
Rock your shit how you want to rock it, man.
Man, but how was y'all Thanksgiving?
Oh man, it was lovely.
Beautiful.
Man. I loved it, man.
it was good. It was good.
I feel
Black
man.
Friday.
Egg got
Black
full.
Friday, on the other hand, though.
I don't want to talk about that.
Me either, please.
Oh, y'all retail.
I'm still sleepy. I'm very sleepy right now from
I am
this
sore
weekend.
from all of this all the way now.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to say a little, condolences to y'all retailers. I didn't get a chance to though, but my heart went out to y'all like that do retail. That's not joking. I was just like, I know that this is about to be, woo.
Man,
About to be hell on y'all.
even with limited capacity where I work at, it still was a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I had a lame birthday. I had a lame Thanksgiving. So I'm
Oh,
not.
young.
Really?
Come on.
Come on, young.
That was Christmas, and he's become the Grinch.
Okay.
Hey.
You're a mean one. Mr. Grinch. Jeez.
You really are.
Was it that bad?
Hey,
You got a hell of a Black Friday deal. Tell you that.
Yeah, I got a hell of a Black Friday deal.
What you
I'm
got?
thankful for that. I'm thankful. I got in there, got over $50.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was shopping there. I shopped at dope.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't get the wrong idea. You don't go to dope.com looking for dope. But you know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. But that was a hell of a Black Friday deal, bro. You know,
That
that's
was
something to
actually
be
a
grateful
Cyber Monday deal.
boy.
I think I had early access to it.
Boy, Elgato was on offering 20% or something like that.
Hey, bro, I did better than them, bro. What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? I got that jump for like 80% off.
What? I'm telling you. But yeah, it's for the team, so it's whatever. But
As far as my birthday, man, I pretty much like sat up and slept all day. So then got up the next morning, I made some dressing since my uncle
Man, how you
wanted.
skip the whole the road company stream we did that night? How you do that like that ain't happening?
Oh, and
I
yeah,
forgot
we
we
had
had
road.
fun with that.
Yeah, we had. You know what? That was probably like the highlight of my birthday.
You
Seriously,
completely wiped that from
like,
your memory just then. I'm just saying.
Bro,
yeah, like, bro, like it's been like today has been really rough because I lost a friend today.
no,
So
sorry.
like,
Sorry.
No.
yeah, friend I went to college with. She was like older than us, but my best friend was engaged to her sister, so we lost her today. So like my mind is like I'm trying to be focused on this. So my bad on the road company stream. But yeah, I actually got used to it and was starting to get pretty good at it. It's a lot better. Like I could play it a lot better than I play Apex. Let's just put it that way. Apex, I wasn't seeing the fight. Road Company, I was seeing the fight.
You
Apex
can
is hyper
it's a little slower, so it gives you
Yeah,
it
like,
uh,
yeah, it is a little slower. And what's crazy is like with Apex, you can land away from the team. On Road Company, you pretty much all landing in the same area. Easier to catch, you know what I'm saying, not get caught off guard like that.
right, right.
But I had a question I wanted to ask everybody.
What's up?
So, what was the first video game you ever beat?
Beat.
Like completely, like completed, beat it. Like your first game when you back when you had the, because I'm pretty sure this was back when people had to
The
leave the system on all night.
the first game I remember, like my young self, is Super Mario Brothers 3. When you go to the Star World and you beat all of that. Yeah. That was for me.
That was that 3?
I think that was 3. Super Nintendo, and he was
Oh no,
flying.
3 was on. I thought you was talking about Mario Brothers 3
Are you talking about
on Nintendo.
Mario or Mario Brothers 3 where he was flying when he had the tail?
When you have to use the Yoshi to jump all the way up in the sky to
Oh,
Oh
get
well,
to
that's
the
Super
Star
Mario
World.
Brothers.
yeah,
That's Super Mario Brothers
that's
on
Super
Super
Mario.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
That one. That's the first one I can think back to beating.
All right, what about you, Briario?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
That's your copy project.
he just
Um,
happened to have that.
more than likely, it would have to been a Game Boy game, Game Boy Advance, because I didn't have that many PlayStation games. I'm pretty sure it was a Mario game.
All right. What
But
about you?
I've beaten every game I've had on Game Boy though.
Damn. I want to say, I can't remember, dog. I played so many video games, bro. But I want to say the one I vividly I want to say is maybe first Resident Evil. Because before then, like it's like I was trash at Nintendo. I was little, and I don't think I had a Genesis, but I never could get past like maybe the fourth stage of Sonic. And we didn't have a lot of money to buy a lot of games, so it was Sonic and maybe like Vector Man or something. And all the games was like hard to me. But the first game where I could just say I competently beat it was probably Resident Evil 1, the first one.
Okay. All right, Royalty, what about you?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nintendo was the first one I beat.
Maybe I beat that too. I can't remember, dog. Maybe I beat that one.
Double Dragon.
I remember actually beating, and it's because I had to leave the game on all night to beat it. Was Mario, the first Mario on Nintendo. I beat that game when I was 5 years old.
Yeah, see, no, I didn't have the
I think that
patience.
was my second.
Yeah, I was somewhere else with it by then. I was playing it, but I just couldn't get it together on there.
And then the second game I beat was Sonic 2. I beat Sonic 2 before I beat Sonic 1. I beat Sonic 2, then went and beat Sonic 1. Then that's when I went into the grocery store. I went into Kroger's, went into the gaming magazine, found the Supersonic code, came back, and just blazed right through Sonic 2.
Bro, I would get stuck in a point in Sonic and get frustrated and turn it off. It just like I don't want to play this no more.
Bro, I kept playing the casino stage like forever and a day.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I can't beat the stage. I'm not finna sit here and play this no more.
Casino Night. The thing about
That was
Casino
it.
Night
That was the stage I couldn't pass.
The
That was
thing
my
about
stage,
Casino
bro.
Night was just like you found why your parents were so addicted to going to the casino.
Exactly. Exactly.
But then Casino Night will start getting on your nerves because you'll start getting all Robotniks and getting hit with all those spikes. And it'll
Yeah,
just be nerves. Then you'll be trying to get all through the stage, but you bouncing off the walls so damn much.
bro. It was frustrating.
Bro, I was addicted to Caesar Palace, the video game on Sega.
Damn.
Yeah, I had that too.
Man, I had my adults, aunts, and uncles coming to play Sega. Like, oh, let me sit down. They be on the move playing. Like, you about to go to the boat, ain't you?
And that's like literally how I learned how to play blackjack on.
I remember trying to beat Metal Gear in Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
Tomb Raider
PlayStation.
already had the demo.
I played them demos at nauseum.
The demos.
Yeah.
Used to be at
I had to
Blockbuster.
go get Metal Gear Solid because like I never did have the first Tomb Raider on PlayStation, but Metal Gear Solid had to be bought. It was Twisted Metal and Metal Gear Solid that just had to be bought. Like Crash and Spyro, that stuff came later. But like Metal Gear is what led me to loving Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I beat Metal Gear too. Yeah, I remember beating Metal Gear. I beat Metal Gear Solid. But Resident Evil was out first. So I remember beating Resident Evil. And then I beat Metal Gear. I remember vividly beating Metal Gear.
Was Resident Evil on Super Nintendo?
No, Resident Evil was PlayStation 1. It almost was on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was PlayStation.
I could have sworn I remember an actual Resident Evil like Super Nintendo tape at some point. Okay.
Well, you remember the whole debacle with Nintendo and Sony. It was about.
Resident Evil was on 64. You probably saw it on the 64 tape.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, man. Let's get into things. Let's this show we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We talking about the new episode of Mandalorian that was freaking fire. We're gonna be talking about some other stuff going on with Microsoft. They're having some trying to figure out how to defeat a certain particular brand that they can't defeat for some reason. We're gonna talk about some Black Friday stuff also, and yeah, man, let's get into it. What's up, BK Show official? Welcome to the show. Young, your Harry Potter and Naruto comparison. What do you have, sir?
All right, y'all. So just bear with me on this. Don't think I'm crazy. Don't think I'm like been smoking the good stuff.
Expelliarmus.
I'm gonna try to break this down because I couldn't really break it down in the chat because there was just too much typing. So this is where I'm going with this. So check this out. All right, I'm gonna compare. I'm really just gonna compare Naruto and Harry Potter. All right, so first thing, both their parents died, protected them from something that became a part of both of them. Lily and James died, and Voldemort killed Lily and James, but Voldemort ended up accidentally becoming a part of Harry by making Harry a Horcrux. Naruto parents died protecting him from Kuruma, and Kuruma became part of Naruto. They both grew up pretty much orphans, pretty much despised by the people they grew up around. Harry Potter, uncle, auntie, and cousin didn't like him. And the village didn't like Naruto. So, that's one comparison. Tell me, am I lying? All right, second comparison. They both hated the villain that they hated at first, who both had snake features. Voldemort began to look like a snake, and Orochimaru was always looking like a snake. True. They had two best friends, a male and a female. One of their friends was always useless. One of them was always, better at certain things than him and his other friend. So take Hermione, for instance. Hermione was the smartest one, and she was better at coming up with plans and stuff. Hence, I compare Hermione to Sasuke. I compare Sakura to Ron because pretty much they had their moments, but for the most part, Ron and Sakura were useless. Both of their teachers died. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a strange comparison that I just noticed because I had, it just dawned on me because I just happened to catch the Goblet of Fire on TV, Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire. And then I just started thinking, I was just like, dang, he got a lot of similarities with Naruto. And then when I just sat there and just thought about both stories, I was just like, pretty much they had similar stories. Does it sound too far-fetched to y'all?
I don't know enough about either.
Same.
I do know Naruto was not liked in his village initially.
But see, Harry, on the other hand, he was known throughout everybody.
Right.
But yeah, he was known. I was just saying, the people he actually who were raising him didn't like him. When he went to Hogwarts, he was pretty much already a star.
Right.
Naruto had to grow to become a star.
Yeah.
It seemed like that wasn't a good topic to bring up. I don't see any.
Two out of the two are. Out of me and Dope, we don't follow either two that closely. But I know you Ting Birario do follow it very closely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just I can see the comparison and I can see the difference.
Yeah, there are plenty of differences.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be shocked J.K. Rowling all of a sudden say she's like a freaking Naruto fan and be like, okay, I see where the story from.
Right.
Right.
I do know one thing.
What did you say, Rio?
You got me thinking about Naruto and Harry Potter crossover art.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's like Akira Toriyama with Trunks. He's a Terminator. He was a Terminator fan. That's why he came up with the coming from the future idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Somebody told me it was about Cable.
No, it was about Terminator. It came from Terminator.
Okay.
Wow.
So everybody pulls from different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Black Friday tech winners and losers. I don't follow. Please explain.
All right, so what I was saying was when it came out to tech deals on Black Friday,
you won the most.
Huh?
I said you won the biggest.
You the MVP.
Right.
What I was talking about was it in my mind I was going for I should have just been more descriptive. Did the retailers win or did the customers win? And in my opinion, I felt like the retailers won.
In my opinion, I think the scalpers won.
Yeah, because
And that's why I'm saying,
which essentially are retailers, but they won.
That's why I'm saying the retailers won, because like normal customers weren't able to take advantage of the sales because everything was sold out because people were using bots. The retailers made their money without having to deal with regular everyday customers on high value items.
I mean, in some cases, example, Best Buy, for example. I mean, a lot of them they've been running like these deals pretty much the entire month of November for the most part.
Yeah,
from the bot perspective, I did read an article and I forgot to post it in the tech corner on the Discord, but Best Buy is actually working on something to combat bots. They actually put out a statement about combating bots because they know that's the issue. So we'll see.
But they not. It's not at the top of their priority.
I mean,
I don't.
It's kind of competition for them to an extent, because they don't. I can tell you that's a policy for them that they don't like resellers at all.
That's like that whole group. That group that I talked about. What is it?
The one out of the UK. I know you're talking about that, like 3,500 PS5s.
Yeah. But like, damn, I mean, come on, man. And then you're selling them for $1,100 to $1,400 a piece, bro. Like,
that's ridiculous.
Which knows where they got those from? Because I think most of the Best Buys in UK are like done. I mean, I think when Best Buy was like eliminating stores, when they were kind of shrinking, they kind of killed off a lot of their UK stores. So there's not really at least I don't think there's any Best Buys in the UK anymore. There used to be though, but that's when they restructured.
But I don't know, because I got my 3080 from the UK, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows where they got it from?
You know, I don't have it yet, but I'm in queue. They sent me a letter. You're 19. I'm like, God damn. Anyway,
so Cyber Monday is tomorrow. I never really follow Cyber Monday. I mean, I typically buy a lot of my stuff online regardless because I'm just an introvert. Will Cyber Monday be better than the in-store versus... But I mean, would it be better than in-store versus... will it be better than the in-store, basically, is what the question is.
I mean, I posed that question because given the circumstances of what we're dealing with now, you know, you don't have the opportunity to go and line up outside like how you used to, and you know what I'm saying, bum rush the door and pretty much be in a battle royale to get these items.
Yeah, and the curbside game for a lot of retailers is at an all-time high. Deliveries with, you know, ordering stuff and having stuff sent to home is really high. I mean, seeing a lot of the lines at places like Best Buy and stuff like that, even though they're letting in a limited capacity, it's really not a lot of people standing outside like as there normally would be, because you have some people that are germaphobes, they're paranoid, so they're kind of like taking their chances and just doing a lot of this stuff online. And that's what I'm saying.
I feel like Black Friday sales are about to become like a whole cyber weekend. I really feel like that's where we're moving towards, where we're going to be like a lot of the sales pretty much is going to be made online. Like, because we've seen it over the years. A lot of box retail stores have closed because of places like Amazon and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, like the only thing I can see pretty much staying open are clothing stores because people have to try on clothes.
Not even with
Amazon.
What is it called? It's called Amazon something, where you can literally order the clothes, try them on, and send them right back, and they won't charge you.
Yeah.
Got that on lock.
They got Prime clothing. Yeah, they got Prime clothing.
Yeah, that's what it is, Prime clothing. So,
and that's crazy too, but you know
your size and you good.
I'm just saying, like if you you could be like, yo, if you go and split your pants and you got a job interview, you got to run somewhere and grab some pants.
Hey man, the way Amazon popping up warehouse, they got a second warehouse here in Katy already. So it's like,
No, they did the second one. I remember when they built the
Second
first one.
one.
There's another one up the street from my house that I just realized that's what it was. I'm like,
Is that the one off 99?
Mm-hmm. Right by my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one.
Wow.
I got one off 290. I used to work at.
Yep. So man, because a lot of stuff depending on what I buy off Amazon, man, I can get like 1 hour delivery on some stuff. That stuff just shows up hella fast. I'm like, I just ordered this like 2 hours ago. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So
Live unboxing.
Exactly. Freaking what was that? It was some video I watched. Ryan Leslie, he was doing something. It's a YouTube video. It's kind of amazing because he was the only person in the studio making a song. And he ordered a mini trumpet via Bike Messenger. Bike Messenger brought it to him and used it for the song.
Oh, I remember seeing that video. That was a few years ago.
That's a few years ago. Yeah, that's yeah.
What is that?
What is
the
that?
No, I was trying to get. It's a jumper for your Nintendo Switch, so you can jailbreak it.
Ah.
It's a
Not jailbreak.
It's a couple pins on a couple pins.
Feds don't listen.
They can't say relax, chill.
Yeah.
So it's a couple pins on the side. I can't say where they are, but it's a couple pins on the side of the Switch that you short, and you can get into root on your device. So they sell the devices on Amazon. They're not illegal to sell. You just can't, So
yeah.
I'm about to
go ahead and mess up your like seriously. Somebody gonna have no idea what they're doing. I've seen it too many times with phones. When they find out how to root their phone, they go in, destroy their phone, and wonder what.
Well, when you have a little bit of Linux knowledge and coding knowledge like myself, then you can kind of you can touch and feel. You can touch and feel and know what not to do. So I've been rooting phones a long time, so I think I'll be all right.
I remember when I rooted my G1, and
that was one of the first phones that I rooted too.
I came back to school and I was showing folks what I did. Yo, how you do that? Can you do mine? Can you do? I was just like 4 feet.
Right.
That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably throw me some Nintendo games on there and some for free Super Nintendo or turn it into an Android tablet. I don't know. I'm gonna do something with it.
I root people when they get their all the Nintendos and Segas with all the games installed in it. I root those, and people, you can go and get the ROMs off of the internet and put the ROMs in a folder and put them on there, and they'll play. Because that's basically what's inside of them. It's basically an emulator.
What's up?
Yeah.
Did anybody take advantage of any Black Friday pre-sales?
No.
I mean,
I saw them in Walmart, but it didn't really catch my interest.
Right.
I took advantage of like one of those, but it wasn't even a Black Friday deal. It was just like a pop, exclusive Tony Stark pop. With,
I do want to talk about some exclusive stuff that I know did sell out before Black Friday. Like I was looking at people who were investing in like Loungefly because I've recently gotten into that. Just got a Christmas present from my cousin, and I just come to find out they had some exclusive Mandalorian stuff. I'm like, y'all just put it out, and it just sold out like 10 minutes after y'all put it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the
Ahsoka Tano, just like them Miles Morales shoes. I ain't talking about that right now.
Yeah. I'm so upset about that.
Which
both of them.
Both
of them.
Them kind of
Adidas and the Jordans.
And
why am I just not hearing about this?
Sold out in 10 minutes. All the Kobe's in the world sold out in 10 minutes.
Damn bots.
Was it? I was just about to ask. Was it a bot thing?
It probably was.
I have no idea. I
It's
just
a
know
bot thing.
they premiered on Nike, Foot Locker, all of that, and they were gone. I'm talking about from grown men. I'm talking about men's, women, and children. Kobe's all gone with the 8 and the 24 on the shoe and gold, purple and gold. All gone.
Well, you can still get your Navarro numbies, Williams Sonoma for $50 for 12. They're made to order, actually. How about that?
I'm good, though. I'm good.
You want blue macaroons?
Like, bro, all thing you gotta do is get some, like, make some macarons at home. Get some blue.
Like they show you how to make it. I love.
Then they're not even as blue as the cookie that was in the episode. Anyway,
like you're not gonna get it right. You're not gonna get it right.
But because for $50, you better get it right. Shit, I don't know.
That wasn't even the color.
I know.
This is the same color as the blue milk that
bro.
Exactly.
Trust me, I know.
It wasn't it.
Look at that. Look at the cookie.
Yeah, look how pale.
Look at what he got in his hand.
Go to the Galleria. There's a kiosk that sells macaroons. Done.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey, come on now.
You know what I need?
Oh, T, you took me
there. Okay. Yep.
You took me there.
I need Disney to do. I need Disney, just like they got the Mickey Mouse ice cream and stuff like that. I need y'all to put out the Dole Whips with the pineapple syrup in a little pack, and you can just.
They're gonna be like, sir, that's very involved. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But I thought they did. Dole does do a soft serve in like a packet.
Of Dole Whip?
It's not Dole Whip, but you can make it out of that.
Oh.
Trust me, there's somebody on TikTok somewhere that can do a Dole Whip.
When I first went to Disney, my first trip to Disney World, I had no idea what a Dole Whip was, and Tink was just trying to explain it to me, and I was just like, oh, "Okay, I go
get the churros, get the turkey leg,
exactly, get everything before you get to Aladdin's place. Just get the Dole Whip."
Man,
but back on topic though. Cyber Monday. I don't know. Cyber Monday
Cyber Monday has always been one of FedEx's like heaviest days. That's been like their number one day. Without Black Friday, without anything else, Cyber Monday always hits FedEx the hardest.
To answer the question with COVID, yes.
It's going to be heavy. It's going to be hella heavy.
Yeah.
Super heavy.
It is.
Heavier than normal because you got to think about the packages that already been shipped out from going from Friday up to now, and then on top of that, yeah, they're going to be busy.
Because they piling up. They were piling up as we speak. Like before Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
bro, I work in a warehouse, and the amount of, I'll give you an example, the amount of, because I don't work on the side where they have to pull it. I don't work on the side where they have to pull it, but I saw them pull it. The amount of, what's the little boards? I can't think of the name of it now. Hoverboards. The amount of hoverboards that I saw somebody pull for like individual customers, it was probably like freaking something stupid like 30 in one order. I'm like, and they just all still ready to go out for FedEx. I'm like, Jesus. Like,
who needs 30 hoverboards?
It's not one person. It was just, they all came through at the same time. It was just like,
that's how they doing them damn video cards. That's what I'm waiting on. As soon as they get it. They gotta pull it and they ship it out.
And that's how our gold Beats got sold, because they ordering online so fast.
Wow.
Like we just got it. You know how we just get a shipment in. It's like, oh, take it back out.
Wow.
That's how
like we didn't stand a chance at all.
I
thought the pop in the box was gonna be, because with the I Love You 3000, they had the countdown, but it said sold out. And I was telling Tinka, I was like, "Look, these sold out." She was like, "No, did you check the timer?" Gonna be? And I checked the timer, and then it just said it said sold out. And then I'm like, "Okay, the timer's down. It still says sold out." And then she's like, "No, look again." And I looked, and it was there. But then when you try to check out, it did the same thing that PS5 did on the web on GameStop and Best Buy. It timed out. So I'm like, oh, they didn't got him.
That happened.
They didn't got him. And I left it on there. I hit reload and I left it on there. And I was doing something on my computer. Bam, page popped right up. Let me sign in, pay. And I actually grabbed 2. You know what I mean? But I ended up returning 1. But
that happened with the Xboxes this past Saturday. They popped up on Best Buy's website, and some people were saying like, "Oh, it says add to cart," but they could not check out for the life of them. It was just in their cart.
It took me a minute. Yeah, it took me a minute to check out because everybody was on that site. Everybody.
Right, and that thing, I was like, "Oh my god!" Because I didn't even know about it until she let me know about it. And I'm like, "Damn!" I was like, I'm not going to get my hopes up because I already know how these bots and everything in there, how crazy everything is. So if I get it, I get it. I don't, I don't. And I end up getting it. So I was like, all right, fine. That's cool. Whatever.
All right. So speaking of Xbox, what will Xbox be doing going forward exclusive to compete with PlayStation and the Switch? I mean, a lot of their exclusives are, of course, not out yet. A lot of them are still in development. ZeniMax. But a lot of the stuff from their studios they've acquired, that stuff is probably not going to hit their system till 2021. Halo Infinite, of course, we already know got pushed already. I mean, that's really the name. And we could tie this into the PlayStation topic as well with Microsoft. Basically saying, or either I think, or it may have come from Phil. I can't quote exactly, but the conversation was Microsoft is trying to figure out how PlayStation is beating them right out of the gate. I think maybe like 3. What is it? I think they said 3 times over or something like that. I believe 3 or 4 times over. How they beating them right out the gate when they have the most powerful console, and
because that's how it is.
It's not like, even really. It's not even really.
No. Let's break it down. Hold on. Let's get into it, right? Let's not just say that's how it is. The reason why is because of Sony's engineering, okay? Take a job, for example, right? You got your logistics, you got IT, you got customer service, you got sales. All these departments can be good, but if they're not communicating with one another, the company is not going to work because your IT is not helping out your sales department, and your sales is not communicating with customer service about what they. So it's like, Microsoft is they throwing all this powerhouse stuff in there, but is it talking to each other well? The way Sony's technology was explained to me, which I can't rehearse because it's a lot, but the way it's explained that it works, it works. You know what I mean? With the fast loading times, it's like if you're well engineered, you don't have to have the biggest motor or the biggest, you know what I mean? If you're perfectly crafted, then you don't need a big block engine with fat tires and a heavy transmission. You can just be a Benz that's just beautifully crafted and you just work well, right? You don't have to be
from what I was, as far as like Xbox being more powerful, from what I was seeing, it's just that I saw this guy do a comparison. Yeah, Xbox loads probably like 2.5 seconds faster than PlayStation, and but as far as when it comes
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, and then when it comes to graphics, whatever that GPU that
it's the R2NA or something like that.
Yeah,
they're using basically a hacked down version of Ryzen chips.
But like PlayStation graphics, especially with backgrounds, are more detailed. But Xbox, when it comes to like showing shine and stuff, because they were showing on Forza, yeah, their ray tracing is better. So like they both have, yeah, so they both got some plus and minuses, but it's not enough to make a PlayStation, somebody that prefers PlayStation, switch over to Xbox. So we actually talked about this a few times. that PlayStation has a bigger following of people, like has a bigger customer base than Xbox. And let's just be honest, PlayStation, like a lot of people like me, probably if Xbox probably would have came out before the first PlayStation, I probably would be a Xbox fan. But like I've been riding with PlayStation since the first one, and I would have been riding with Dreamcast if they would have had more consoles drop. Like
you mean
Dreamcast
Sega?
was actually ahead of this time.
You mean Sega?
Well,
Sega.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
just
Sega.
saying, yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like if Sega was to drop a new Dreamcast or a new console, more than likely I probably would get it. But like with Xbox, like I'm just speaking from a fan perspective. Like nothing about Xbox ever appealed to me. And like people say they have PlayStation have problems too. I've never, with neither console I've ever had with PlayStation, have run into the problems I hear people say they have. I done seen so many people didn't have people bring me Xboxes to fix that they got a red ring of death or fan that went out or something like that.
Well,
So,
yeah. Well,
like,
PlayStation 3 had its yellow light phase.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
I never
Had
did
the yellow light of death.
To,
But that depended on whether you stood your console up or you set it down. A lot of people didn't stand theirs up vertically. Because what happened was it was getting hot and the chip was sliding down a little bit. Like you play it for hours on end consistently. But if you let it, set it down, supposedly it didn't have that problem. But
to add to that though, PlayStation and Xbox thing with them trying to figure out as far as how to combat PlayStation, it doesn't really come down to power. I mean, a lot of people say that, and I work with a lot of people that are Xbox fans, and I think a lot of it has to do with a younger generation. A lot of them that are born in the late 90s, 2000s generation, that's what they're familiar with as growing up versus older 30-something. The most groundbreaking system at the time, aside from having a Nintendo, was a PlayStation. So that's what you kind of grew up on. Another part of Xbox that their shortcomings is they don't have a big imprint in Asia. They have a hard time, especially with some like Chinese governments and stuff like that, don't allow them to have video games. They recently just have been maybe 1 or 2 years going now being able to actually purchase video games because they weren't available to them.
And it's still a curse.
You can
only play video games like a couple hours a day.
Xbox not having any JRPGs that were very popular back then. That are not a thing on Xbox. JRPGs are more of a PlayStation thing. There's a lot of different factors with them why they can't combat with them. Going back to the graphics conversation, is with graphics, you can have, like Dope was saying, you can have the better specs under the engine, but the problem, and everybody that talks to me about Xbox has the same argument. Oh, graphics don't matter, blah, blah, blah. Okay. PlayStation has been very good. My argument has always been this. PlayStation graphics does photorealism. Xbox does not. You can name any game, any exclusive, Quantum Break, Gears of War. If you were to take Gears of War and allow PlayStation to engineer that game from the ground up to work just on PlayStation, those games will be night and day difference on how they look. Gears of War will look like you and I sit. Gears of War will look like you and I sit in front of it.
I gotta kind of disagree with you there because I did have Gears of War 4 on Xbox One X, and it ran at a smooth 4K 60. It did.
I'm not doubting that part.
But you can look at, so this is like, look at Digital Foundry. Take Digital Foundry. If y'all don't know about Digital Foundry, they always compare everything. They compare PC to PlayStation to Xbox. And in the non-exclusive titles, Xbox One X always beat out PS4 Pro. It always did. In the non-exclusive titles, it always did. But where the PlayStation shine was its exclusives, because Uncharted 4 just looked amazing, right? And even though it ran at 1440p, and they said it's 4K, it was checkerboarding, it still looked amazing. You know what I mean? And it played well.
And that's their shortcomings. Is their exclusives. If it wasn't, everybody always says, "Oh, it's not only about the PlayStation for this." If it wasn't if the conversation was not about the exclusive, Xbox would not have bought up Bethesda or ZeniMax. They wouldn't have recruited all these studios to work exclusively with them, buying the studio that was doing Minecraft, all this other stuff. If it wasn't about exclusives, they wouldn't have done that. It's about that. Whether people want to admit it or not, if you're being fanboys, if you're just trying to be very let's do this and be together type of conversation that gamers like to say and have, like, oh, we shouldn't do exclusives and stuff like that. Look, at the end of the day, it's about money. So
my thing is this: I only bought an Xbox One X because I couldn't afford a PC at the time. My loyalty did lie to the most powerful tool. You know what I mean? Whether that be the Xbox or PC. And I was able to build a PC. Goodbye Xbox. But PlayStation held its value because of its exclusives. Because I could, now they got timed exclusives. Because now I can play, what's the game with the robots? And I can play Death Stranding. I can play that on PC now. At higher frame rate if I want to. But I still can't play Ratchet and Clank. I still can't play The Last of Us. I still have to go out and buy a PlayStation for those.
Yeah.
So,
but they're also part of that too, man. That install base, the install base for PlayStation is very high, and with people becoming more and more comfortable with wanting to just do digital titles instead of deal with physical titles. How GameStop does some of their customer base, and how people are just becoming very disenfranchised with trading in games and not getting, a high value and stuff like that. A lot of people are just really just feeling more comfortable with digital. And a lot of times for those who became early adapters for digital games, you're not going to give up all that money you just spent on that PS4 library to go switch systems, because now crossplay is becoming more of a thing. So it's just kind of like, well, I'm just going to stick with this particular title, and crossplay is forecast to be coming forward. So I'll play with my homeboy next year or whatever, or if he picks up a PS5 or whatever the case may be. So a lot of people are just vetted in with their digital library and just saying, I got all these games, man. I'm buying the same system that I had last gen. That's it.
They getting rid of that too, because I think on PC, like, it's a law that passed that you can sell your digital copy of your game now. That's why CD keys and all that exists.
Boy, well, I know the company I know the company you're talking about with that one. I can't think of their name right now. They be in hot water quite often though. All right, let's move forward. Has anyone checked out the new Saved by the Bell?
No,
I haven't yet. I forgot. I didn't know it came out yet. I
just dropped on my birthday.
I don't think I'm gonna dedicate any time to that. Sorry, I didn't even really watch the first one like that. I mean, maybe I did, but
I am only because the originals are there. That's the only reason why. But if they weren't, then I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I would care less.
I don't even think
it'd be like Saved by the Bell, the new class again.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get down with Saved by the Bell.
If Zach was, especially when I found out Zach was there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
What did Saved by the Bell come? Was it a part of the ABC lineup?
ABC.
But see, I was Full House, Family Matters, Mr. Cooper.
Not that ABC.
See, that's
it was more CBS.
I see. Yeah, I didn't get on the Saved by the Bell wave. I don't know.
I think it was more CBS, but like on crap.
I like Boy Meets. What was that with
NBC?
It was NBC.
It was NBC. What was that with the penguin? Was that Boy Meets World?
That was
Disney,
ABC.
ABC. ABC is Disney.
I watched that before I watched Saved by the Bell.
Topanga.
No, Topanga. She was beautiful too.
Mm-hmm.
Still is. Let's see.
I don't know about that.
She is
right now. Yes, yeah,
and
we're gonna talk about that.
And we have talked mom talk on Instagram. Not bragging, but yeah, I'm bragging.
See, conversing
we
with celebs.
Okay.
You know, I tangle with celeb every now and then.
For real.
Let's get an interview.
He had an entanglement with one.
Talking about the dude with the missing finger?
No. No, not that one.
Yeah, is it morphin' time?
Not even that one.
Did Young just kill over and stuff?
Are you still alive, bro?
I know.
What's he doing?
I feel like he just fell over just now. All right.
No.
Trials of Osiris from Destiny 2 had to cancel this weekend's Trials of Osiris, which is a weekly tournament. For those who are not familiar, weekly tournament that goes from Friday to Monday, well, Friday to reset. That's basically power based. But they had to cancel it due to a issue with the Behemoth Titan stasis super that allows them to go invisible. So they had to disable the mode, and they're working on a fix for it. So
wait, was that before? But which one came? Well, didn't they have one with the Warlocks too, where you can just infinitely melee with your super?
Infinite super. That was launch week when Trials was supposed to come out. So they had to push it again because they pushed it the week of launch when they found out about that bug for it, and they said, okay, it's coming back on the 27th. Like literally minutes it went live. I guess somebody found out about the glitch with the Behemoth, and they had to pull it because it's just because the gear that's related to it is pinnacle stuff, and they've already had an issue on PC with cheaters. They've already kind of nipped that in the bud with taking down a group called Perfect Aim, and so they've actually they hit them with a cease and desist, and also came with some other security measures to keep cheaters out of the game and stuff like that. So they just want to try to really nip that type of stuff in the bud.
I remember I recently just started getting heavy into Destiny. I know y'all know because I've been talking nonstop about the stuff. But I remember playing PvP last year sometime. Maybe when I first got my PC, I played with some buddies at work. And I remember it being slightly fun, even though I was a noob and I didn't know what I was doing. But now I know what I'm doing, and this is when I really didn't know how to really play mouse and keyboard. Now I know how to play mouse and keyboard, and my aim is decent. The PvP on that game is broken, man. And that's just coming from somebody coming in to the game. Like, it's not fun. Like, I was getting hit with, it's just broken, man. Like, it's unbalanced. It's really unbalanced to me.
There are. I'll have to explain to you what's meta.
That's probably what it is. Because some dude was killing me with a freaking crossbow.
Yeah, that's certain stuff that changes from season to season that's meta because they do tune up stuff up and down. And I have to tell you like what guns, what's meta, because in a lot of cases I play a lot on PS4. And so there's certain things that are really good on console because of the aim assist, and there's other things that are really good on PC because of the lack of aim assist. And so
I was getting murdered with this crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he act like he did. I think he was a cheater because he ain't miss.
I mean, one time, me, Royalty, and Angry B Guy were playing in PvP, and like Royalty pointed out, he was just like, yo, this round so broke. And because dude was doing something, I can't remember exactly what he was doing. But like, once he pointed out what he was doing, we stayed on old boy's ass. And once we was steady knocking him back, the rest of the team fell like dominoes. Like, and then it just felt like the rest of the night went on the street. Like nobody caught it. Nobody caught it easy. Everybody was catching nails.
And that's just me coming in. I'm just from a PvP player. It just felt unbalanced. So I don't know the meta yet and everything. So you like I told you, I'm gonna need a shirt.
Check out I'll say check out go to light.gg. Light.gg will tell you like a lot of the stuff that's current, that's like the hot. It has like an actual ranking based on, and it'll tell you like the hot weapons you need to go after. And then I told you to download Little Light. Little Light will tell you what is God roll, what is good for PvP, what is good for PvE. It'll actually give you like a little icon on the of the weapon. That's what I use a lot. All right. Mandalorian. We had chapter 13 this past Friday, and I know this character was coming, but man, how this character came, boy, it was amazing. I'm gonna say this much. I felt like I wasn't even watching Mandalorian at the time. I felt like I was watching some other Star Wars show.
It was like a movie. It was more like a movie than like the show.
Yes,
and I was very much involved. Like,
well, because it was Rosario Dawson, right?
Oh, yeah,
had like a perfect introduction.
Yeah,
Ahsoka Tano. Yes, sir.
So
like it was like pretty much perfect. You know what I'm saying? And like she was. It was like she was a ninja Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said. I was like, her style was like ninjutsu.
Like she was the way she was like just like vanishing in the fog and popping up behind them. Like she was just going hard. And
but she gotta be like that though, because they was hunting Jedi. So she had to kind of stay hidden and in shadow. Shadow. So
but I'm gonna put it this way. A lot of people sleep on Rosario Dawson and just they really say she's a trash actress. Let's just put it this way. Since she started doing Luke Cage, Rosario Dawson is an action actress.
This is this is kind of her first action role, huh? Like legit.
No,
Not really. No.
Death Proof. Remember Death Proof with Quentin Tarantino?
I never seen that.
What about
Sin City?
Okay, Sin City. Okay.
Sin City and Death Proof, Quentin Tarantino. Kurt Russell was the bad guy, and he was killing like girls with his car.
Okay, I remember that. Okay,
yeah. That was a really good movie.
That was one of those movies I was watching the movie channel and I caught it like halfway and I just kept watching. Okay, I remember.
Right.
And
yeah.
It just like Rosario Dawson like has like changed to where she's more in action movie instead of her being like just a love interest or something like that. She's actually doing the action too.
Yeah. No, man.
Like I said, I like her. Like my thing is, the only thing bothering me right now, I just need to know how old she is because in between Clone Wars, the fall of the Empire, you know, like that
Rebels.
Means be old.
That's what me and Dope was discussing. Like even the time period of the Mandalorian is kind of tricky. Like I was looking at, I'm like,
okay. Let's look at it like this. If you do the math, she was around. How old was she in the Clone Wars?
Clone Wars, she was.
Somebody said 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah,
how old was Luke when in episode?
Wasn't
when she became his Padawan?
No, that wasn't Luke. That was Anakin.
Anakin, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. I knew what you meant.
No. At the years that Luke, the age of Luke.
Luke is I think when we get into Luke, I think Luke is like 19, if I'm not mistaken. Like 18 or 19.
When he was still in the desert?
When he first got introduced?
Yeah, episodes 3, 4, and 5.
3, 4, and 5. No, I don't know.
Hold on. I got all this.
At his age,
you want to look at Luke. Well, no, Luke was
because Luke wasn't born until
Yeah, Luke wasn't born when she was 14.
But she was there
because she left.
I know. I'm trying to add it up to where we are now in Mandalorian.
Because she doesn't, because with the white saber, she doesn't have an affiliate, so she left. I forgot what happened when she, it was something that I forgot what happened went down in Clone Wars while she left. I can't remember what it was.
she saw Anakin was getting darker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she left, and damn, I can't remember.
All right, so
Okay.
So we introduced to Luke and A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
He's 10, and at the end of
Return of the Jedi.
episode 623.
Okay.
So remember I think wasn't it the first episode of either the first or the second episode of season 2? They was celebrating. The rebels were celebrating something. I can't remember what. Wasn't it like the fall of the Death Star? Something happened where they was all sitting around the bar watching TV and they all start cheering.
That was a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized something because Dope binge and Dope, have you watched Close?
I started on Clone Wars. I watched a few on season 1 and a few in the season 2.
So here's the thing, and this is the funny thing that when a lot of people don't even really think of it is because they think, oh, it's just a cartoon. I don't have to. Clone Wars, the TV show ties into all of this. Yeah, it fills in the gaps.
Clone Wars, Rebels. Fills in the gaps.
I'm gonna watch them then because more Star Wars content. So yeah,
I was trying to explain that we don't really see Ahsoka Tano anymore after she was fighting Darth Vader. They got the fighting on Malachor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, this was on Rebels?
Yeah. This is on Rebels. They got the fighting on Malachor, but the planet was exploding because they took the holocron. She had to be sure it was him. Like I know this you, but she had to be sure that's why she was fighting him.
She was older than Luke, apparently.
Yeah, she older.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but Luke defeated Darth Vader or whatever happened. So this happened. This had to be to episode 6.
Right.
What, talking about Mandalorian?
No, you talking about Rebels.
Oh yeah, Rebels is prior to episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Ahsoka fought Darth Vader, that was not long after Anakin became Vader.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could still sense Anakin within him.
Yeah, because she asked about him in the fight.
And she was like, "I will not leave you, and like if you do, you will die." And they just got to scrapping, and you don't see her no more after that.
Yeah. So and you see where the Jawas have Boba Fett's armor. Boba Fett died in, was it episode 6?
Episode 6. He didn't really die. We just know that he swallowed.
Didn't die.
He got swallowed. Well, he got swallowed, and we ain't see no more of him.
We saw him in Mandalorian though.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't.
He was at the end.
Yes,
no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was the dude that had an armor.
And he had the cut in.
Look at the cut on the helmet.
In the helmet. That was him at the end of the Mandalorian episode.
Yeah. That was him. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't talking about the white dude. We talking about the dude at the back.
So he's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that.
And you know what? It feel like that episode of the Mandalorian when he met the other Mandalorian, but they were, different sect. That was the sect that Jango Fett was from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe to say
he wasn't with the heretics.
It's safe to say that Mandalorian is taking place between episodes 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
because what you call it? Because Maul tried.
It's like
because Darth Maul tried
right after. I'm talking about right after 6.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right after 6. That's when this is when Mando was going down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway,
because
I binge 1 through 9, and I'm looking at it in a different light now. I popped my Star Wars cherry.
Because like if I'm not mistaken, when we meet Luke at the end of episode, at the end of episode 7, I think Luke is supposed to be about 60 something then, because when we last see Luke, he's 23. So that much time has passed by. So Mando is filling in just a little piece of that time. Mando, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna cover 40 some years.
Yeah.
So what you said is true in the spoilers room. Then yeah, we are gonna see the person is gonna be young.
So I heard a rumor too.
Yeah.
About
To go to that.
And who's
Adam
playing
Thrawn.
And who's playing Thrawn? Cumberbatch. Maybe.
Who?
Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
Yep.
Benedict.
I can see it.
I mean, he's already in the Disney family, so I mean, it's not far fetched.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of already being in the Disney family,
yeah.
Well, this is separate, but what's his name that plays Kylo Ren?
I know you're talking about. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I never know his real name.
Yeah, but him being a younger Snake.
Yeah, I posted that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tink posted that, and I'm just like, yo, that fits perfect.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
So they need to go ahead and start the production with one of the riders. Go ahead, do it. Do Worm. Do you got the riders. You got Wormtail. You got Sirius Black.
Sirius.
You got James.
Yep.
Just make the movie about the Marauders.
I feel like with Asuka being in, like, as far as this character
I like the way you pronounce her name. It's Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka.
Uh-huh.
With her coming to life in the show, I feel like, which I already know they have 3 more Star Wars shows going forward.
In the works
that they're working on. Honestly, I told a friend this. I was like, honestly, after seeing this, it's like, bro, forget the movies. We had Disney Plus. Forget the movies. Let's tell these stories via TV shows or Disney Plus, and just forget the movie, because the movies don't give it enough time to flush them out completely. The stories that can be told.
You're rushing the
storylines. Right.
So y'all don't think it's gonna be an episode 10, 2021?
I mean, the trilogies typically tell a individual story of, they tell an individual story in each trilogy. So I mean, they're always going to focus on something particular for 3 movies.
Which is why we were asking.
Ray's saga is over.
Yeah, Ray
and Kylo Ren. If you really want to put it like that, that's done.
Yeah.
This is why we were asking for a Lando series. Just go ahead and make that a series. Don't do a movie,
Lando
just do a series. Yeah.
Lando, Darth Revan.
With Donald.
Jesus, just so many.
Well, I would like to do is, well, first of all, let me, before I forget, with AT&T with HBO Max is not charging any of its subscribers extra to watch Wonder Woman 84. So Disney needs to follow suit going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have to, though, because they're Disney.
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is in all type of hot water. They need to do everything they can to try to stay out of that hot water. Disney, like, we're Disney. We don't got to do nothing. So,
but as far as like with the Star Wars and everything, I really want them to just start filling in the gaps, filling in the time gaps with stories and focusing on these characters who play pivotal roles, but wasn't the stars of the show. I mean, of the movies.
Right. Because let's keep it honest. 4, 5, and 6 was some bullshit. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
But it was, of course, it was set in a different time. But it was all. Everything was shot all tight. Everything was basic. You
See
know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
See the thing with
Start
Mandalorian
putting-
is the thing that makes it so easy for them to tie these characters in. I can't think of the guy's name that was a showrunner for Clone Wars, but he's a showrunner for Mandalorian along with Favreau.
Yeah.
And so he's just taking the characters that him and George Lucas created for Clone Wars and just bringing them to life in Mandalorian. So it's so easy
Live
for
action.
him. Yeah, it's so easy for him to do it because him and George Lucas came up with these characters for Clone. So it's like
new question. Mandalorian shows up in Clone Wars.
No.
Mandalorians.
No.
The Mando, as we know in the show,
Yeah.
But
Does
not,
he show up in any other series?
that's
No.
not him in particular. No.
But man, I know, but the Mandalorians do show up, but not
Yeah.
not
like
him.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
thing I have noticed about Disney is that they are tying all their shows into their movies.
Yeah. Whether
Just
it's,
like
whether it's
with-
cartoon or live action.
Yeah, Marvel. They're doing it with Marvel.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure whatever they're doing with The Mandalorian is going to tie into the other Star Wars movies that we're going to get later. Just like they're doing with Loki, like they do with Hawkeye and
But you gotta work. You gotta work
and
hard on those deals.
Scarlet. Yeah.
Because people are watching. People are paying attention. Because I already know, like, people out there. The only thing that people were bitching about with Ahsoka Tano is that this part wasn't long enough. Okay, shut up. She looks
get outta
perfect.
here.
Were like really her
How do you
hair
know?
wasn't long
How do you-
enough.
But
Like,
how you know?
She's grown taller since she was a child.
But say how
Right.
you know those don't shrink when she get older? You know, I mean, you
Like,
don't know.
you don't know.
How you know?
It's the cosplayers, people
it's
that
weird.
cosplay as her that are
It's
bitching about it.
so weird. People are
So-
just so
Come on. Now you're nitpicking. You're nitpicking.
exactly.
So what if the next
No, they-
3 Star Wars movies are actually not the Yoda movie we wanted, but the child, but
Let's
But
talk
about-
about.
Are we revealing the name?
They
Grogu?
revealed the name.
Are we
Grogu.
Groggy?
Grogu.
Groggy. It's Groggy. You know they're gonna say. You know they're gonna say Groggy.
So
Ain't nobody
know.
gonna-
So you
Your
know.
Nobody
child
call
has
him
a name.
Grogu.
Your
You
child
that
has
the-
a name.
You know the first pop that's gonna have that name on is gonna be pretty popular, just because it has a name on it and say the child anymore.
Mhm.
man.
That just literally shut down everybody's wish list of what they want. They're like, no, I don't want the one that says a child now. I want the one that says like
Grogu.
You know that's you know Funko
They
is
gonna
like
call-
okay. Funko's like go ahead.
They're gonna call it Groggy, man. I'm telling you, Groggy. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, so we-
But yeah, what if the like the next 3 episodes are him going on his destiny to find out about where he from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he still has to. He still has a fight. I mean, this.
I wanna
season- Go ahead.
I want to talk about that because we just found out in this episode, like, who Ahsoka Tano is looking for, like what her mission is. That's got to tie out to what is going to happen. Let me go ahead and give y'all my prediction. I seriously think that Moff Gideon is trying to replicate another Clone War because we
I do too. Yeah.
saw the dark fighters,
Dark
like we
troopers.
saw a bunch of them.
Mhm.
He's trying to make another perfect soldier.
Yep.
He's trying to get the DNA from the child, from Grogu, but we just heard that it wasn't enough.
Right.
What is he making? What is he making?
Trying to
What
make
will
some
it look
type
like?
Of, some type of Jedi trooper.
We don't even know because they're gonna have on some kind of mess, right?
And do you
But they
think
probably
it's
gonna be
gonna do you think it's gonna tie into Snoke? Snoke, I mean, yeah.
That's a good question.
Potentially. I mean, because I mean,
Because who is Moff Gideon listening to?
I think it's Thawne. I think Thawne is
General
Thawne
Thawne, right.
for Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think it's fun too.
And
Yeah.
since we know that Thrawn we know that he disappeared with Ezra in Rebels.
Mm-hmm. He survived. Yeah.
Ezra has to be with him. Ezra has to be a prisoner.
Yeah.
You know, Ezra is our boy with the blue hair who
Okay.
But
stopped.
what if he turned Ezra?
Ooh,
What
I
if
didn't
they
think
throw
about
that
that.
twist in there? What if
I
they
didn't
throw
think about
twist
that.
in there and he turned Ezra? Like when you spend enough time with somebody, they begin to rub off on you, and you start to see the
Things
world
going.
like they do.
Yeah.
But Ezra made it his mission to get them as far away as possible.
That's true, but I mean, just think about Anakin. Like, even though all the issues Anakin already had, like somebody like broke it down and made it pretty much like, had Qui-Gon not died, then Anakin would have never. It was just like Qui-Gon died and set off a chain of events that led Anakin going to the dark side, because Qui-Gon would never be on the council, because Qui-Gon didn't subscribe to the Jedi way of just pretty much turning off your feelings. He actually cared for Anakin, but Obi-Wan didn't see Anakin as a son. He saw Anakin because, when we first he first saw Anakin is pretty much like a Jar Jar Binks, like a waste of time.
No, he didn't see him as yeah, he kind of did. You're right.
He saw him as a waste of time because he asked Qui-Gon.
He said, "Did we pick up another?" Yeah.
So and he grew to, like, what I'm saying, care for Anakin, but it wasn't like with Qui-Gon. They grew as friends or like brothers. Qui-Gon wanted to raise Anakin as a son.
Yeah.
But so going back to the episode. Back to the episode. I was like, did Ahsoka tell Mando Grogu to where Rey met Luke? She said,
you think Tython is the planet?
Is that? Is it though?
I don't think it is. I think that's another planet. We know that it's certain that there's only one temple.
Because he said to sit him on that rock and let him make his own path, choose his own path. So is that the rock that Luke told Rey to sit on and feel, or
you think Luke is going to show up that early?
No, not Luke. Just the place.
Remember where Luke told Rey to sit on that mountain, and he said, "Cross your legs and reach
place
out."
Him on the rock.
And she reached out. He was like,
and then like,
is that where Ahsoka's telling Mando to take Grogu?
I think so, because it really wasn't but
it's
one
a possibility.
It wasn't but one ancient Jedi temple.
Exactly, It's only one.
Yeah, so it has.
It's only
the
one.
Same.
No. Wait. But hold on. That can't be true, because in season 2 of Clone Wars, that bounty hunter, he had to go to a Jedi temple to get one of those things. What do you call them things? You say you can only get that from a Jedi temple. Well, if I'm mistaken,
a holocron.
But see,
a holocron.
But the thing is, over the years, like the one that Luke was at was the first Jedi temple.
Oh, that one got destroyed, right? Okay.
Yeah, that was the first Jedi temple, the one Luke was at. That's the ancient Jedi temple. Because even the one in the first 3 episodes where we meet, like anywhere the Jedi congregated are Jedi temples where they train Padawans and stuff at. But so they probably scattered all throughout the universe. But the main one was the one Luke was at. That's why he was searching for it, because that's where all the knowledge was at.
Okay. But yeah, so that's the question. I'm like, okay, are they going back to that place, which was beautiful, by the way?
All right, so we have our predictions now. I'm really hoping to see Ezra, but I hope that, like you said, Quinn Young, that he doesn't go to the dark side from being with Admiral Thrawn that long.
How many more episodes we got left? We got, what is this episode? This is number, I mean, not going into chapters, but this is what, 4? 5?
5.
5. We only got, I think it's only 8, right? We only got 3 more to go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I thought it was more than that this season.
Nah, I think it's only 8 from what I heard. It's only 8 episodes.
So that goes back to my prediction of them getting the fillers out early.
They going. I think they probably may. I have a feeling that Thawne might either show up or they may show something of the sorts, and they're gonna cliffhang it, just like how they did when Moff Gideon came up out of the ship, survived.
Right, because Moff Gideon still does have that tracker.
He does.
They just put the track on the ship this episode.
Yeah, they put the track on his ship.
Yeah. I was about to get that mouth pop too. It looked nice, boy. I had to put him back though. But anyway, so out of how many episodes are we into right now? 5. How many of them are imperative? I think only 3.
I think the last 2 are going to be. I think this next one is the last 2.
The last 2 were very imperative.
Shoot, the last 3, honestly, the last 3 were very, very impactful. I have a feeling we got to get a filler. So I think that's going to be this coming week's episode, and then the last 2, of course, are going to go hard. Of course, yeah, that's what I think.
Now, another thing that gave it away that. So at the end of the last episode, where the rebel fighter, he approaches what's her name and says, "Hey, we can use you up there," and she said, "I'm not a joiner."
Mm-hmm.
What were they?
Oh, they giving her a way out.
Yeah, they're giving her a way out.
They giving her a way out the show.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Why is that?
They was giving her a way out the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
are they writing off her character or something?
Supposedly.
But with that, when they approached him, when he approached her with that, saying, "Hey, won't you join us?" and he put down the rebel icon. In the episode, the last episode, you know.
No, I'm asking why are they writing off the character? I thought she was important.
Oh, because because of her political views.
Yeah.
She said they needed a recount and all this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
And when I watch behind the scenes, when I watch the Mandalorian behind the scenes show, she seemed like such a sweet person, and she probably is. She's just brainwashed too.
All right. Let's see here. We got anything else for this before we wrap it?
Happy birthday, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah. His birthday, I think, was Friday.
All right. Happy birthday, Chadwick Boseman.
And R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Yes, to Darth Vader. Yeah, we just got that news today that
damn 2020 a whole bitch out here.
Man, take care of yourself, man. I got a lung infection. I stopped vaping. I got a lung infection. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going out. I got, but I took antibiotics. I'm fine now. It's just like we gotta take care of yourself, man.
Got to be more careful. Yes, you do.
Gotta be more careful, man.
But yeah, we wouldn't have like such an iconic character, such as Darth Vader without James Earl Jones and
without the voice. Without the voice, Darth Vader. If you had Darth Vader right here sounding like somebody from Brooklyn, it wouldn't have never worked.
He actually had a British accent, and it really didn't fit with George Lucas's vision.
The thing is, Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, no matter what he plays in, his voice, except for Meteor Man, we're not gonna count that. But his voice is very majestic. Yeah. I couldn't even think of nobody else playing Mufasa. I couldn't think of another voice.
It's funny though, that transition from James Earl Jones to when Luke helped him take off the mask, and then he just was some old paste. Well, rest in peace. But he was just some old white dude. But rest in peace to the man. But the voice sound like, hold up, like this.
But
these two things don't match.
That's just like going from the voice that Anakin had to Darth Vader's voice.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. All right,
man. Rest in peace to
David Prowse. Rest in peace, David Prowse.
All right, man. Please make sure all you guys follow the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Nerdflow and Nerdflow Podcast, of course. We got Nerdflow Art. We are in the stages of about to get ready to let community members into the Discord, working on that. That'll be coming real soon, like real soon. We got the Facebook community popping off as well. Link for that is in the Twitch panels and also in the description of the show. We also got Teespring. We have our t-shirts, 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts, NF 2020. Go ahead and pick one of those up. And we also got Superhero Stuff affiliate program. Link for that is in the description as well. Buy anything.
Don't forget about Extra Life.
Extra Life also that is still going. Also, as you can see by the overlay that we have right now on Twitch. And yeah, man, we will catch you guys on next week for issue 164 of Nerdflow Podcast. We outie.
All right, y'all.
Boy. Hey, send me that link for Extra Life so I can make a donation this Thursday.
Y'all see Tink not grainy no more?